saying hello and welcome to the Disruption Forum AI for Retail 2023. Today, the key topic will be creative ads and retail's omnichannel, holy grail. And as you can see, there are amazing speakers with me. And it's Magda Wysocka, the Director of Advertising Monetization at OLX Group. Hello, Magda. And there's also David Piamovar, the Art Director at Snoonu. My name is Rybicka, Consulting Director at Netguru, and we'll be discussing the creative ads today for the next 20 minutes. So maybe let's just kick off with a very light question. David, Magda, how are you today? How is it on your side? Let's start with you, Magda. Is it a busy day for you? Busy week? How is it going on your side?
It's busy, and it's we still have some fresh snowfall in Warsaw today. So it's the part when it still does not melt, so it's still good.
Right. Beautiful. Thank you very much. And David, how is it on your side?
Good. Everything's good. Also, we was busy today because we are working from the Sunday, and Thursday for us is the last working day. It's like Friday for the normal people, but it's our working day. I believe we have finished everything.
Okay, well, so you're about to start the weekend. That's actually super nice. So is that your last meeting for today?
Yes.
Okay, there you go. Beautiful. So David, Magda, let me maybe start with a question about to allow the audience to meet you a little bit more better and to put everybody on the same page. And I would like to start with Magda and ask you what led you to your current role, and how has your background influenced your approach in ads in retail?
So in a very short, I would divide my professional life into three parts. First, the brick and mortar part. When I was 11, I started helping my parents in their garden shop, serious business. And then I moved on to the digital life. So the Google part, I joined Google in Ireland and have been there for around 9 years. It basically shaped me as a professional person in terms of digital advertising, generally digital world. And for the past 9 years, I've been continuing my mission in digital, but on the other side. So first, I was advising how to invest money wisely to make your business scale. And now I'm making money on advertising. So that's a fun part.
Okay, there you go. So there's a true segue over there that can be clearly visible. And how about you, David?
To be honest, before the Snoonu, I don't have an experience in retail but I'm in Snoonu already 4 years, and that's also my experience what I have in retail.
Okay, brilliant. Thank you very much as well. And where do you draw inspiration for your ad strategies, David? How do you see? Is there any personal impact on that? On how you approach this?
To be honest, last maybe 6 months, we are switching to the AI. We are using ChatGPT and also we are for the strategy. I mean, we are asking some of questions how to build our process and how to build our ideas. Also, we have a lot of inspiration. We are not using AI and ChatGPT in this case all what generating for us. We're taking the some parts and using, and then we are adding from our end, and then we are producing all these materials. And mostly we are using for our ads, we're using the ChatGPT and Midjourney and some maybe products from the Adobe.
Okay, so you're mixing the two, the beauty of AI and the beauty of human brain. Okay, brilliant. And Magda, back to you. Because you're working on a bit of a different side when it comes to ads and precisely it's ads monetization. And I'm wondering how important it is usually to fit with the communication, meaning does it matter where the ad is presented? How does that work?
That's not an easy thing to answer because it does, but also it needs to kind of follow the user. So it's a silver bullet to find the user in the process at the right circumstances. It's very hard to handle, and as probably people on the performance side of marketing, could be the evidence to that. But yeah, it's a kind of a wet dream of a publishers, I would say, as the owner of advertising space. If we could fit the communication, the ads precisely to the context and the user. So yeah, it does matter because it makes it more efficient. So if you can adapt to these circumstances, and maybe an AI thing would be good for that. Yeah, that's a huge part of success and extra win.
Okay, well, that doesn't sound like a piece of cake, definitely. And when you're thinking about the future, David, maybe we'll start with you. And let's imagine that you could create this futuristic ad campaign with AI or other augmented reality technology. How it could look like and how it could change the customer experience for you, David?
To be honest, right now, for now, AI it's not our future. It's our right now. It's our reality, and we are right now already doing some materials. And to be honest, if we using we need to just promote. Just for example, if we need to promote some groceries, we already using some AI tools and generate some groceries. If the product don't have a product doesn't have some brand identity, we can use the AI tools and produce all these materials what we have.
So the future is already here.
Yeah, future is here, guys. You already need to use the AI, because if right now designers or some creative guy will not start to using AI, they will be out of our wave. What will be in the future?
Okay, thank you. And how about you, Magda? What would be this futuristic thing about your part of the?
So my heart still is very much in the performance side of marketing, and having worked for over 9 years with clients, I still I can feel for them when you're looking at the campaign, and then you should need to show the conversions, the funnel, and how well you're dealing with that, how well are you capitalizing on the opportunities. So my dream is very, very simple, yet I think that still in the range of fantasy. I would love to have clients to be more open to tailor the communication. So if I may dream of it doesn't matter even the client, like let's work on the creatives, let's work on the context, let's work on the messages as per the environment that the customer would be potentially in. So I would say, like, I would dream about more openness from probably the creators of the ads, to give us more space and to tell us to them, like, we know about our user, we can give you hints on how to approach this user better to get better outcomes of the campaign. Probably AIs will be super, super approachable here.
All right. Okay. Well, that sounds like a song of a future. That's for sure. Thank you very much, Magda, as well. And how do you see the landscape of creative advertisement and advertising in general in retail right now, especially in the context of omnichannel? Because obviously that's nowadays how people are using retails. So let's start maybe with Magda.
So my performance heart calls back here again, and I sense that the performance marketing and generally anything that is easily counted gets an extra beating out of this. So it's very, very easy to sometimes limit some budgets because something is not effective, and being still a performance marketer at heart, I still see that there's a limit to what you can optimize. And some things you just cannot grasp with the first attribution and all these metrics. You need that part of the creative thing. You need something that will steal people's hearts, and you need reach. So you need your message to be wide, and I think that this is one of the key things that continuously the marketing, especially performance ones, are being challenged, and I would not agree that it should continue. We should be a bit more creative.
Okay, the bar is high. Thank you, Magda. And how does it look like on your side, David?
To be honest, I will agree with the Magda, but I want to add one more thing about the omnichannels. We are not using omnichannels because in our case, we have the people around the world. Because in Qatar, maybe around only 50% of people is a local. Most of the people that is expats, they are using different platforms for their communication. I mean, for example, maybe the locals only using Twitter and Snapchat, and expats mostly using Instagram. And in this our case, we are not using the own channels for our promotion.
Okay, okay. And I think that's a nice segue to my next question, because I wanted to ask you, David, about some nuances related to regions. And
Yeah, I have more what I can do add for sure.
okay, and I saw also this 3D billboards that were made by Snoonu. I'm not sure if that was in Qatar. Was that in Qatar?
Yes, was in
Okay.
Qatar. Before I will reply, maybe we can to show. I mean, maybe Anita can to show to us this video.
Yeah, yeah, so that everybody knows what it is. It's pretty intriguing.
Yeah, thanks, Anita. Yes, we did this in in Qatar, we have just only two screens in the country. To be honest, right now it's something new for this country. Maybe I believe maybe we are maybe first who did some with 3D visual effects as some how to say. Uh, Commercial product, not just like we saw just like they did before some with some groceries, but it was just like generic thing. It's not like promotion. We was first. Yes, it's technology called it 3D naked eye, and a lot of the screens right now around the world, in China, in USA, and just like here, there's just like two screens, and this screen creating illusion of the something going out from this screen, and when people will see that it has some wow effect.
And are these ads? Is that normal in your region?
No, it's
Okay.
not. It's not a normal. It is something new for the MENA region because they don't have a lot of these screens, and also people don't understand how it's working, how it needs produced. Because in Qatar we don't have just any company who can produce. I have my team everyone was remotely in something in Bali, some guys in Georgia, some guys in Doha, because any production company who can produce this.
Okay, I see, I see. And where did you derive inspiration for that? Did you?
For sure. Also, it was ChatGPT because I have asked.
Okay.
Yeah, I have asked it. Just it. Also, I did some. I took just some parts of this ideas. Then I will generate. Then I have started working with the CG artist and together we have produced this video.
Okay, okay, very intriguing. I would love to see it live one day. So thank you, David. And moving to Magda. Magda, you're very experienced in advertising monetization. And what personal insights you could share about the balance between revenue generation and maintaining a positive user experience? Especially after seeing such a intriguing and amazing ad that was shown by David.
I was like, that's really cool. I would like to see that one day. Like, I hope soon in Poland, in Warsaw. So yeah, like everybody wants to do cool things, like for sure. And we would love to also, as a part of like OLX business, we would love to do these cool things. So like speaking about like what we as a business, like we have to what decisions we have to face if we have one advertising space. It's like real estate for advertising, I would say. And then you have to decide what kind of communication you put in there. Always there is this thing that if you want to give user a choice, because this is the ultimate like argument that we want to give by advertising. Like to OLX, like millions of people every day come to sell and buy, and we have like a lot of like new and used things, and the circular economy is growing bigger and bigger. But there's always a thing that you might want to have a choice, and you want to see something that is similar to what you're looking at, or maybe you can just want to have this confidence that you're making a good choice by using something or buying something that is used, not necessarily a brand new one. So there's always, this heart-to-heart conversation between the business and advertising, like do we really like how confident are we that we want to give user this choice? Is it a necessary thing, and how does that fit within our UX? Because like everybody likes to look at cool things like what David has shown, and we want to stay on top as well. So UX and giving the user a choice, it's like two most important factors when making a call.
Okay. Thank you very much. May sound relatively easy, but I'm sure that it's super, super difficult and complicated in the real life to actually combine the two and to marry the two. Yeah, thank you very much, Magda. And I have a question to both of you, and we can start with Magda again. And I'm wondering, what would be your dream collaboration or partnership for a campaign that would, maybe redefine the way we think about retail advertisements? Do you have anything like that on your mind?
Well, as I said, like a secondary thing would be what kind of brand it is, to be honest. But I would dream about working with a marketing team that understands what state of mind our OLX users in. That they're very frugal with how they make decisions. That they want to catch some good deal, and they want to have this. Like, trust me, like we have a lot of users who really care about getting rid of stuff and giving it a second life, and this is super important to our DNA. And I would love to kind of sit down with somebody who does understand that state of mind and wants to give users a choice that they need, but in the right framing. So yeah, like not no matter what the brand, the content is what counts.
Okay, that's a beautiful conclusion in general. Thank you, Magda. And how about you, David? What would be the dream collaboration on your side?
We already did just maybe some dream collaboration with major companies. We did already with Starbucks, maybe with KFC. But for me, the new challenge is to do something with our competitors. I mean, we are right now we have just complaints between us. Maybe we can do something together, and we will help to the city, to region, to people. Maybe they get more cool experience in our country.
Okay. Thank you very much for sharing that as well. And I think we'll have time for one last question. And here I'd like to dedicate a specific question to David and to Magda separately. So I'll start with you, David, this time.
Mm-hmm.
And as a creative director in quick commerce, how do you ensure that the advertising stands out in this competitive market? I think you showed it a little bit by sharing the video, but if you could, add something to it, that would be great.
Here are the two parts what I'm trying to do in when I'm doing something. It's first, it's creative ideas. Second, it's our brand identity, because creative idea to help to us to be helping to us to be to this video or some static ads or something else to be the more popular. Because for now it's very when the people sharing these materials, and it's helping to us to grow, and people know more about our company. And second is the brand identity. We are don't forget about our show to our values, and second it's our brand identity. We have colors, fonts, and all the things, and we trying don't forget about this when we creating the same ideas. We're doing the mix between the creative idea and don't forget about our values and style.
Okay. Thank you very much, David. And Magda, last question to you. What are the unique challenges and opportunities you face in monetizing advertising, in advertising monetization?
Yeah, but sounds good. Advertising, monetizing, it's rhymes, and it's perfectly fine. So I'm not going to be very original, but probably, we are all being, like, as an industry, we're all being kind of severely impacted by the privacy issues. And also as a user, like, I'm trying to look at this like really in a balanced way. So like, do I want to be stalked by advertising? Do I want to be kind of like, followed by the same message? And this is, I think this is one of our biggest challenges, to find the right balance. Like, how deep do we want to go, and how not harassive do we want to be with advertising? And also, big background to this is also our tech costs involved, because if you want to be really grainy in spending your money, this will cost. And so this comes with the strings attached. We are part of the technology, and it is how it is.
Brilliant, thank you very much. And yeah, it can depend on so many factors if you feel harassed or not, obviously in the brackets. I would love to dig deeper into this conversation. However, we do need to wrap up. So I really want to thank you very, very much for today's panel. It was lovely meeting you. It was lovely hearing out all of your answers. And I hope you'll enjoy the rest of the conference. Thank you very much, Magda. Thank you very much, David.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.